Gotta give it up to the white boys. This shit is hot though. I got them the Ultimate Magnus 4 battles for y'all, man. You know what I mean? I need that new Bumpy Johnson. I got that for y'all. Y'all want to watch Jennifer Hudson movie? Holla at me, man. You know what I mean? Raising Canaan. I got it all, man. Subscribe to my podcast on Anchor, Apple Music, man, Spotify. My 2 cents worth podcast, man. Subscribe to that for sure, man. Ninja. That smell like wrist. And it goes something like this. Put the marijuana in the Dutch. 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 Parts made of all the trees. Let me smoke it now the front so on the motherfucking beat. I don't cheat. Because you know I gotta burn my weed. What? Put the marijuana in the Dutch. 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 Before I put that glass thing, mama to my head. Niggas popping mollies, them is a shirt head. You never hear what OG product said. Weed and Hennessy. Got me looking for my enemies. Spinning black with 2 felonies. Mama, I hope that you remember me. I gave a put the marijuana in the Dutch. Put the marijuana in the Dutch. Gotta play my anthem as I smoke for the biggest bully in battle rap, man. I know the biggest bully in battle rap. He's like Brock Lesnar
in battle rap, man. Niggas don't want no smoke when the biggest bully's around, man. You see what he did to the New York City former Brooklyn bully. You know what I mean? I always gotta play his anthem on this channel as I light up, man. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah.
The new Hisense UAG ULED TV brings premium features to the masses like billions of colors, Dolby Vision IQ, a smooth 120 Hz native panel to glam up whatever beautiful thing it is you're watching. It's me. Straight up on this side, the do or die to the death like the terminal ill, taking their last breath, read your last right. God forgive me for the sin I'm about to commit, taking the life till I'm being killed. Rather than somebody else feeding my will, you feel what I feel, you know the deal. Keep the infrared next to my bed, one in the head, hearing noises. Dead tired eyes, bloodshot red. Sleep with half closed eyelids. Some say it's strange, sometimes it's how strange life get. Go easy on the bottom, niggas love to see with. Niggas living on point on the strip, they bag, scooping your ice, praising it like the Thompson district. Tune up with their hand on the biscuit. Do it up when the get caught lifted. A sober so you can react quick. Blow you off the atlas as if I caught you fucking my wife on my $1,000 mattress. It's the world that I live in. QB maybe. I'm on bed, lovey in the pop that race.
Need to give it up. We don't give a fuck.
What y'all niggas want, though? Life is mine. Y'all need to give it up. We don't give a fuck. What y'all niggas want, though? Life is I got the style of a still born talent. Man, with this beat, poking with the fork, you sure he's done well. The street raised me crazy, now I'm immune to it. So when they start suing, we don't stop the music, keep it moving, that's how we do it. Been through more drama than the Broadway, you still calling. Apply street rules to the office, high performance, rap auto. Make millions off of melodic, hypnotic productions. That'll fuck with your conscience and touch your emotions. You feel me? I write a graphic page to score niggas to their grave. Relate to the project, we the black arm. It gets deeper than rap music. It's more real than any words I can muster. Pull the black Cadillac truck.
Happy birthday, Kobe Bryant, man. The GOAT. I need to give it up. Give a fuck.
What y'all niggas want?
The life.
Is mine. Y'all need to give it up. We don't give a fuck.
What y'all niggas
Want the life. Silk shirts on my chest.
shirt with a flirt.
Holly Berry
Do a kiss at the bar. Sorry, seeing concerts.
silk pants, color pink, gators, match, gangsta
Beautiful
musical
thing.
thing. And I front like my
Do
dude
them
don't
stink.
stink. Ain't stink like Cuba, good stepping out the latest toy. Have the lights blinking, gators hit the floor. Everybody watching red carpet inches. Cameras flashing. Just to think that was yesterday's action, cause the day goes either way. We came a long way from hallway steps and hand-me-down shit. Fuck my phones, I've seen the other side. Next tell, cell phone. Call a chopper phone, heliport in my home. Quincy Jones posters. Wake up, guns under my pillow. I can't talk around chauffeurs. Shit is better than a novel. Autobiographic. Spitting on tracks, it becomes classic. Start some, make my heart pump. Spark when I'm gone, so Nostradamus laugh with a blast when the dogs come. Know how to leave anything in 30 seconds when you feel the heat. Coming and flee with the murder weapon. I release one, shot you to cease. Learn the lesson. Your flesh turn to maggots, bastards. You passed it. Cremate Confess the ashes. You don't need a soup, no wake, no
Funeral
funeral,
with
no
no
casket.
casket.
Yeah, need to live.
They got to get this man in motherfucking the verses. It's only right him and 50 do it, man. This was hard, too. I don't think 50 getting around on this, man. This is an automatic round in the verses for Ja Rule, man. Whoever the two rocking with the sheet, I fuck with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm smoking chilling. Cause movie stars. Salute, G. That's why. Listen, this is an automatic round for Ja, man. When he get in that verse, like me. Who is it like me? If the murder is INC. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
You know you gotta be a certain way, black motherfucker. This bitch.
Motherfuckers. It's that time, motherfuckers.
Don't like what's loud.
Down, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's me, motherfuckers. Yeah, champ part 3, motherfuckers. Old braces, old burners, old razors. Hands down, nigga, the game is all jaded. Something high drop, I get them in all flavors. Piece of dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors. It's that time, motherfuckers. Duck down, motherfuckers.
Hey, yo, I need it from the top. Hey, yo, Free Man, you know what the deal is. Blow the top.
Part 3, motherfuckers. Old braces, old burners, old razors. Hands down, nigga, the game is all jaded. Something high drop, I get them in all flavors. Piece of dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors. Yeah, 2 extra whores. I'm in the new Aston with 2 extra doors. With a quick flip, I don't try to stretch for more. 100% powder, extra raw. And I get it. He knows.
Shit, too.
But what is it that makes it
Coke,
so
man.
German?
Shout out to my dude Rice. This was his shit, boy. He used to be speaking uptown. This shit blasted. And that Triborough, man. Fuck my walls through a 360. Wow, you on the Cayman Islands. Favorite islands. Play the sound. That thing real. You swear.
Headphones is on fire this time around, Styles. My blood pressure is real. Yo, last time I'ma tell these niggas, man, niggas can't fuck around, man. Jada, man, whoever, old nigga, new nigga. What? Yo. Who really the best rapper since Big ain't here? Y'all know the answer to that when Kiss ain't here. When you see me, don't ask me nothing about us, and don't definitely ask me nothing about
Real niggas know this was that shit, man. This nigga Sean was nice too. You know what I mean? It was 50-50 in New York. Niggas knew he was nice, but a lot of niggas was mad because he kind of sound like Big. You know what I mean? Niggas was mad at Puff, really. Niggas in my chest. Salute to Sean though. Last time he was in New York, there's a lot of shit. Now he come back. He doing some political shit. You know what I mean? Bill Eves and shit. He got. You know what I mean? Benz and Mac 10s. Cap said this nigga was whack. I can't take Cap's hip-hop critique serious no more, man. Battle rap, maybe, but when he said this nigga was, like, average, so I can't fuck with son on that shit. It's a fact. Fact. Salute. Cap said this nigga was whack, man. Salute to the gang, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast, man. My 2 cents worth podcast, man. On all them outlets, man. Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. But hustle. Caps wasn't outside, nigga. You know what I mean? That's no shot at him. But for him to say this nigga was weak, that's a lot. This nigga was writing Foxy Brown shit, too. Hustle. Salute. Everyday lifestyle ain't nothing but a hustle. And then Cap said these niggas wasn't like that. That's what had me bugged out. When he said that, I left the motherfucking the live, man. But he said these niggas wasn't like that. I left the live, man. We're on safety. They wasn't Mob Deep. They wasn't Mob Deep, but these niggas was. Pona Noriega was tight, man. He's dead. That's a fact, yeah. Sticks. Just copying kicks. Yeah, MOP, man. Them niggas, that first album was a classic to me, man. And I'm gonna tell you who don't get enough props in hip hop. If you want to do an R&B smash hit, well, back in the day, you could have got this nigga probably for cheap. He was like that. You not the one? I don't think this is not the one, man. That's a fact, yeah. But Mr. Cheeks used to kill them R&B joints, man. You know what I mean? That nigga used to do his numbers on that shit, man. Mother. That was that shit, Mr. Cheeks. Mr. Cheeks always was good on the R&B smash. Lost Boys was legit, man. But they was like a different kind of music. They was more fun music compared to Mobb Deep and MOP. And y'all remember Group Home? Group Home had some hard shit, but they didn't have too many songs, man. But they definitely had some hard shit. You know what I mean? And you had Smooth the Hustler and his brother, Trigger the Gambler, you know what I mean? Back in the mid-90s, man, you had some spitters, boy. You had some fucking spitters, man. What up? I ain't gonna even hold you, man. Back in the 90s, that nigga Mace was alright, man. Mace had game, man. I was listening to Mace the other day. I was like, that shit was alright, man. He used to always bump. We used to, like right across the bridge from each other, man. Lincoln Park, we always hooped in and shit. Used to always see them niggas, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Panama P.I., man. He was supposed to be with them niggas. Panama P.I., that nigga is nice, man. I hope P.I. is good right now, man. You know what I mean? Panama P.I. was like right with them niggas, man, but he didn't blow with them. I think he's on a record with them, though, man. That was so long ago, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mace was solid, boy. You know what I mean? He had records though, man. Like he had a few lines in his records. You know what I mean? And I even listened to the Lean Back remix the other day, man. I was laughing hard. This nigga Mace is a fool, man. The Lean Back remix, man, this nigga Mace, man. Y'all remember that shit, man? I was laughing, man. This nigga Mace is retarded. You know what I mean? This nigga Mace is retarded, man. Well, you know Harlem is back. You don't really want a problem with that. Salute, G's. You know what I mean? That nigga Mace is a funny dude, man. What the problem with that? You was talking slick, man. Don't play with me, Becca. You know what I mean? That Jim Jones and his interview with Miss Jones is classic Hot 97 morning shit, man. I'm gonna pray for you, Jimmy. You know, he was Big L's hype man. Day, y'all. Yeah, Murder Mace had game, definitely, son. 10. Yes, sir. I forgot this nigga Eminem was on that shit too, man. I'm not a big Eminem fan. He can rap, but that shit didn't move me like it moved so many other motherfuckers, man. Like niggas be like, you stupid? Eminem is the best rap. I used to look at niggas like they silly. Like, nigga, you relate to that shit, boy? You know what I mean? I said, I can't relate, boy. You know what I mean? But he can rap. But as far as like me relating how I grew up and shit, that shit is not my kind of rap. You know what I mean? It's not my kind of shit. And I'm not trying to sound like a hater. Like I said, the man is talented. And salute to Eminem. He's in the BMF story. He's in that 50 Cent, the BMF shit that's about to drop September 26th. You know what I mean? He's playing, I believe, White Boy Rick, the snitch. You know what I mean? He's playing that role right there, man. That's a fact. Now, if Cannabis was white, maybe Cannabis would be on another level right now, son. But just because Eminem is white, you know what I mean? Our culture just pushed him to the top because we always in awe when a white boy could do something like sort of on our level. It's like we in awe, you know? That's a fact. Man, I remember, man, when I worked in the airport a long time ago, man, I met them niggas before them niggas was running with that blood shit, man. And then I seen Jimmy years later. You know what I mean? What up? Jim had on glasses when I met them niggas in the airport, G's. You know what I mean? What up? Yeah. Look how Dippin' Cam, what means the world to you? Just look at that video, man. And then I ain't going front. When they rebranded and came back, that shit was hard, bro. That Diplomat shit, they added implemented that blood gang shit to that shit. And New York City went crazy, man. This is why True Life. Nah, Jim's still making quality music. No fucking lie, that shit be hard. I have a theory though, man. You got a lot of stacked bundles music, man. You know what I mean? Got a lot of stacked bundle shit, man. Word up. And that's just sitting up in there. Nobody never heard it. It's 2 records. Back around 2011, I'm like, nah, son. I'm like, nah. That's bundles, man. I gotta remember. When I remember, I'm gonna bring it up, man. It's all right, boom. I remember Up Early in the Morning, the song Up Early in the Morning, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. You know what I mean? Yo, the end of that song, it goes off into another joint, boy. And I'm listening, I used to listen to that shit. I'm like, yo, that's bundles, boy. Talking with the night whites on the white sand, you know what I mean? Talking that shit like that. I'm like, yo, I know this nigga Jim is not using stack shit, man. You know what I mean? Because Stack was a different kind of talker, man. The lingo was different, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, but he definitely still making bangers, man. Yeah, definitely. Gotta salute to Jim. Mm-hmm. But Hassan Campbell was talking to. I don't fuck with Hassan, man, because he's a bipolar dude. But at times, Hassan do make sense. Jim Jones is 50 years old, still out here promoting the gang culture, man. That's why he should be showing the youth how to get money. You know what I mean? The legal way, man. Fuck all that gang culture. You know what I mean? Because real talk, Jim Jones is really why niggas here in New York, them young boys, is banging like this, boy. That's all they heard was Jimmy on the radio with that blood talk when they was growing up. They parents listening to Jimmy talk that blood shit, man. And 50 plays a role in that shit too because 50 was running around like he was invincible. Nobody could touch him. He rolling, taking niggas jewelry on stage. All that shit, them young kids that was coming up, they fed off that shit, man. This is why New York City is wild as fuck right now, man. And Jim Jones is one of the main reasons. That's why True Light was on his heels. True was telling niggas back in 2006, he's poisoning the young kids, man. We gonna have a whole generation of kids growing up on some gangbanging shit. I'm telling you. Now look at New York City. It was all facts. True Light was telling us in 2006, 2007, and 2008, man. You know what I mean? Look at the city, man. You know? Word. You know, True Life went like he's not. When True's on his gangster shit, his music hit different. But True as the good guy, it took away some of that sauce, pause from his music. You know what I mean? That oomph ain't on his music no more because he's not talking like the True Life we know. You know what I mean? He grew up, but we gotta respect that. You know what I mean? What up? Listen, around 2005, 2006, Jim Jones was my favorite rapper here in New York. I was telling niggas Jim run the city, man. Jim was making bangers, man. He had bangers after bangers, bro. You know what I mean? For real. You know how to make a good record. Another nigga who know how to make a good record is Fat Joe, too. Fat Joe can always make a hit. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't give Fat Joe his props in hip-hop. But Fat Joe, as I was growing up, he's always had a banger or two, man. His album's always been strong. You know what I mean? I don't know about the new shit he dropped lately, if he dropped anything lately, but I know I remember when he debuted like 92 or some shit. You better flow, Joe. You gotta flow, Joe. You know what I mean? Bust it, check it, watch how I wreck it. Niggas, watch your back. Shit getting hectic. You know what I mean? Word up. Joe has some shit, nigga. Word up. He always has some shit, but he don't get enough props in hip hop. You know what I mean? When they talk about the elite, they don't mention Joe, and Joe gotta be up there, man. Like I said, man, you had Pop, you had Biggie, you had Jay, you had Nas, You gotta put Fat Joe in the equation. We got Prodigy, you know what I mean? Joe definitely gotta be in the equation of the golden era, man. You know what I mean? He was putting out bangers. Yeah. Definitely putting out them. Yup, Jealous on them. He was hard too, man. He was putting out them bangers, man. Joe solidified, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'd rather listen to Fat Joe than Busta Rhymes, man. Busta was a bit too animated for me. He made good records, but I was not a big Busta Rhymes fan. I ride the Fat Joe before I ride the Busta Rhymes, and that's just my opinion. Not taking anything away from Busta. You know what I mean? But his music was just a bit too animated for me. Like Ludacris is nice, but he's sort of animated, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was an agent. Man, Hollywood. When these niggas be in a different tax bracket, you never know what the fuck going on, man. You know what I mean? You never know. I don't know what the fuck be going on. The motherfuckers in a different tax bracket. Yeah, but he's high energy for sure. Man. Word. But definitely Fat Joe need more respect on his name, man. Not true, definitely really about that life, man. For sure. A few rappers that's about that life, man. MOP about that life too, man. I was a young nigga, man. In my travels, when I bumped into them niggas, man, I just was like, yo, so I seen I was a little one, Lord Fame first. He was on my side. He came out the train station that with a bunch of goons. And you look across the street, Billy Dan's coming out with a whole other side, and they meet up. I saluted Lord Fame and Billy. But I used to see Billy in my hood all the time, though, man. He must have been fucking with a chick towards South Road. He used to always be coming through that way. Well, the street been doing what he do. Yeah. Rugged never smooth. That's a fact, man. I used to be a young nigga all over the place, man. All over, had to make moves, man. Because once I learned the game, I couldn't work for nobody. You know what I mean? I really couldn't work for nobody no more, man. Like, fuck that shit, man. You know what I mean? I remember him trying to bring that shit together. I thought that was his idea. Mm-hmm. It supposed to have been a Tribe Called Quest, um, Tretch from Naughty by Nature, Buckshot Shorty. He was supposed to bring all these motherfuckers together like some One Nation type shit, right? That's a fact, man. But I remember reading in one of the magazines back in the day that he was trying to bring Buckshot Shorty, Tretch, the Tribe Called Quest, and all these dudes together and form that One Nation shit. Some powerful shit. Matter of fact, watch Greg Nice. I don't know if y'all watch Vlad anymore, but he interviewed Greg Nice. I'm gonna say about a year ago when Greg Nice was like, yo, and Nice and Smooth was gonna be a part of that shit too. I believe he elaborated on that shit right there, man. Hold up. I gotta catch back up, man. But I know Danny Boy just came out and called Snoop a motherfucking liar, saying Snoop he never came to the hospital, man. Like he lied. Talking about he came to see Pop. And Snoop never came. So it's a lot of lies going on behind the scenes, you know what I mean? You never know what really went on, you know what I mean? Real. But just sad that Pop and Big both lost their lives so early, man. Sad, man. Sad. Jadakiss made a point. He's like, yo, imagine if the East and West Coast beef, if social media was around at that time, man. That shit would have been loco, boy. That. Puffy might act like a punk, but he was retaliating. When his people was doing shit to his people, Puffy had goons on salary doing shit too, man. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy, boy. Yeah, I had to look at some of that Jeannie Deal shit myself, fam. I be like, oh, I like supporting black, but he's putting out the right content. He know he gonna lower us in, boy. He know he gonna lower us in because he's putting out the right content, man. And one thing about Jeannie, his story is always the same, man. You know what I mean? Like his story is always the fucking same. You know what I mean? So I kind of believe Jeannie Deals, man. Yeah. And I remember even before Jeannie Deals even hit the internet and shit, man, when we was still like doing magazines, or we would go like to like some online website. Biggie was broke, man. When he died, he was broke. You know what I mean? The nigga was broke. He sold his shit to Puffy. You know what I mean? Nigga was broke, son. Shit. I believe it to the Locks. The Locks was broke. You know what I mean? Only nigga that made probably some bread at Bad Boy, man, when he first came was Mace, man. Yeah. But he signed over his royalties too. You know what I mean? Puffy's a smart businessman. You know what I mean? You can't knock a man's hustle. He's a smart businessman. Yeah. He knows that these niggas is coming straight from the hood. You show these niggas $50,000, $60,000. These niggas feel they hit the jackpot. You know what I mean? And then you come back to them a few months later, like, yo, for this here 30,000, let me own them publishing rights, the royalties. You know what I mean? Craig Mack, like, shit, his song "Flavor in Your Ear," it really helped Bad Boy. It took Bad Boy off, man. Biggie was the star, but "Flavor in Your Ear," my nigga, that was another level. You know what I mean? That shit was another level, man. You know what I mean? Then the remix, my goodness, man. Uncle L, Buster, you know what I mean? Big. Mm-hmm. Crazy, boy. Biggie was popping around that time because Puppy had the "Oh Biggie, give me one more chance" flooded on the mixtapes. You know what I mean? Oh, Biggie, give me one more chance. The original, you know what I mean? Word up. That was a good summer. You know what I mean? Yup. Ski Mask Way. More guns than roses. Now, Big definitely was that guy, man. He was like, he was running shit, man. You know what I mean? He was running shit. It's crazy though, man. All them niggas from the early 90s, like Nas and Biggie, you would think Biggie was getting bread with Puffy. I couldn't believe Nas he was like, yo, when I was at that Source Awards, the 94, 95, I was broke. Nigga said he was broke, son. Hold up. These niggas got classic material, boy. Like Illmatic, to me, this is just my opinion. You know, I'm talking about like New York hip hop. More like people kind of turned on Kane because Kane was like he was too ahead of his time, man. With them R&B rap records, man. He was like too ahead of his time, so the streets like turned on Kane. But niggas was rapping like Redman and Daz Effects, Keith Murray, EPMD and shit. You know what I mean? Fat Joe slid in there in 92. You better flow, Joe. That was decent. But Nas, when he came out with Illmatic, that shit just changed New York hip hop. You know what I mean? It changed New York hip hop, man. Cause I'm telling you, everybody here in New York and in Philly, Jersey, they was rapping, the tri-state area, they was rapping like Redman, Daz Effects, Keith Murray, EPMD and shit. But when Nas came out with that, he shifted the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kane was too ahead of his time, bro. You know what I mean? He was too ahead of his time. You know what I mean? That shit was fire, man. That shit was crazy. That shit was fire, man. That's a fact. The first time I ever seen Nas was back in the barbecue shit, man. You know what I mean? Listen, I remember being a young nigga getting t-shirts from Kevin Weeks. He used to work at Tommy Boy. You know what I mean? And all that shit, giving us Redman shit before it even hit the streets and Def, whatever, Hit Squad, whatever the EPMD shit was, man. DJ Clue used to be on our block and shit coming to see that dude, bro. When Clue was a young nigga, man. Like, for real. We used to have all Redman t-shirts and bandanas, you know what I mean? Real talk. Man, R.I.P. Kevin Weeks, too, man. He passed away, probably like about, I'm gonna say like 6-7 years ago. You know what I mean? May he rest in peace, man. He was in the music shit, in the music industry, man. Tommy Boy and all that shit, man. Hold up. We used to have all these Redman and Hit Squad, whatever them niggas' name was, EPM, all these t-shirts and shit. Yeah. Superman Lover Classic. It's classic, boy. Part 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit, I'm telling you, man. This is how it went for me. I was in awe. Like, niggas used to play Redman for me when I was a youngster. You know what I mean? He used to be like, yo, this nigga is fire, man. I was a big Redman fan. You know what I mean? Kane was my guy, you know what I mean? Because my pops used to play that nigga, man. So I used to hear Kane all the time. But, you know what I mean? At some like, yo, this guy, Redman, is crazy with it, man. As I got a little older, than 94 came and Nas came out with Illmatic, man. That shit just was a shift, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't want to hear that kind of rap, like Redman rap no more after Illmatic, though. Even though How High was fire. You know what I mean? That shit was fire. But I really didn't want to hear that rap no more. It was Mobb Deep, you know what I mean? Nas, you know what I mean? M.O.P., Buckshot Shorty and them niggas, man. Because Don't Front, you know I Got You Open was one of my favorite records all time, man. Don't Front, You know, I got you open. It's the original Heads Meeting, the original Crooks. That was my shit right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Original Doubt, yo, Jay-Z, man. Oh, was just different, man. Yeah. I remember my step pops telling me, man, like, yo, see that cat right there? He about to be that next nigga. When that it was Jay-Z in the Foxy video, I'll be good. That's right. We drop hits. Tell me how nasty could you get? He was like, yo, that nigga's gonna be that next nigga. You know what I mean? Real. And I seen Jay. I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. I remember Jay when he was when he was with them dudes, man. I remember Jay seeing that nigga on Video Music Box rapping with them dudes when he used to rap fast. But the way he rebranded himself, you almost forgot about that era of Jay. You know what I mean? Because when he came back, I remember when I first heard In My Lifetime. You know what I mean? It was on I'm not sure. It might have been on that Street Fighter soundtrack. All I know, I had a mixtape, and it had a Jay-Z song and a Nas song. It was In My Lifetime. And y'all remember the song by Nas? Imagine this, no guns, no knives. It's a one-on-one. Now we got to fight. Y'all remember that song by Nas? Both these records was on this mixtape soundtrack, man. And I copped that shit, man. And that's when I first heard In My Lifetime, like the original shit. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, this nigga is crazy. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So that was the golden era of hip hop, though, man. You know what I mean? Them niggas was spitting back then. Raekwon spitting, Ghost was spitting. That Wu-Tang series come back in September too. Season 2 of that Wu-Tang shit. You know what I mean? I almost forgot about it because I think season 1 was last year. But it'll be back in September. Yeah. Hawaiian Sophie. You know what I mean? That was hard. Then don't get it twisted. Jaz-O was nice, man. When Jaz-O was going against The Rock, that nigga was spitting, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jaz-O was spitting when when he was going against the Rockefeller, man. Who y'all got, man? Murder Mook, Reed. I'm not excited, man. Word is born. They should make that battle the opening act battle because both them niggas is long-winded. Mook is definitely gonna rap 10 minutes around. So the community really need to be on smacking them heels. Like, yo, have them open up the show. You know what I mean? The main event, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the main event should be Calico versus Geechee Gotti, man. Then Sue Surf versus John and Don. Easy the Block Captain versus Chess. K-Shine versus Hollow. You know what I mean? Facts. Yeah, that's gonna be a high energy, but I think Chess gonna win, man. I really think Chess gonna win. If Chess don't choke, it might get dirty for Easy, but Easy definitely got high energy, and he talk a different lingo. You know what I mean? It like some people overrate it. Some of that shit hits, some of that shit don't. I give credit where credit's due. Like since Easy, I only had him losing to T-Rex, and I had Rex winning that shit by a hair, because I felt T-Rex edged the first round. T-Rex looked old and washed up in the second round to me, man. I was like, damn, this kid Easy making you look pathetic. The third round, Easy was solid, but Rex hit him with the Ric Flair low blow, the steal to win, man. That's how I felt, bro. You know what I mean? That's just how I felt. No shade to Easy. When I told him I got Chess winning, on Twitter, he responded back. He like, oh, you a hater, but at least you real about it. I'm like, dude, chess is just a different caliber of smoke. I had you beating this nigga, that nigga, that nigga. You know what I mean? But I don't see you winning this. You know what I mean? Cause nigga, who didn't sell a dummy before? I think what's homeboy's name on Restore Order? IP broke it down the best. Nigga, we from New York, nigga. We know what dummies are, so that shit just you right, son. It didn't hit like that. It was good though. It was good. But yeah, when he's on, he hit different, bro. I mean, pretty sure he wanna show out, you know. His problem is he just can't be up there choking and shit. But if he go up there choking and be fucking up, he gonna get smoked, man. You know what I mean? Definitely gonna get smoked. That Mook and Reed is gonna be very long, man. Very long, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, if that kid don't choke, he could be that dude, man. But his biggest flaw is his miscues, man. He just can't. He don't be having his footing right. You know what I mean? I always feel like this too. I know this has to play a role with the battle rappers too, man. If you know you getting paid your worth, you're gonna perform better, man. If you feel you got low ball, you're not gonna give it your all, man. What up? That's just how I feel. They feel they getting their worth, they will perform better. But if you giving them some crumbs, a nigga gonna give you anything, he ain't gonna really be prepared. You know what I mean? I don't even know why they booked that for real, man. It's a waste of a battle, man. I understand the history. They trying to draw so much attention to this, but nobody's really talking about this battle. You know what I mean? Only hip hop is real, and 15 minutes of fame keep pumping these clips. They're giving us clip after clip of Mook and Reed, but the energy's not there. Shit, the energy's really not there for the whole Summer Madness card. We a month away, bro. The buzz not there. You know what I mean? That's how I chalked it up. I had Rex 2-1, man. You know I got Big K winning that battle, man. I got the dog. I'm not gonna say he going 30, Charlie, man. Because Charlie can get, around. My problem with Charlie is, man. Oh, listen, Charlie clips early in his career, that shit used to hit. You know what I mean? He always been simple and predictable, good voice projection and shit. You know what I mean? So he knew how to make them weak ass bars hit, man. But now, that shit is no good, man. You start seeing the decline sort of around 2014, 2015. You know what I mean? I used to be shocked. Niggas used to call DNA. Like, y'all like DNA? That shit is ass. But I'm like, yo, y'all be amping Charlie clips. It's just the same shit. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you this, too. He didn't beat Shotgun Suge, man. I didn't have him beating Shotgun Suge. Didn't he choke that battle? And then he used some kind of basketball scheme that he stole too. He stole from a no-name rapper too. You know what I mean? He stole that shit from I'm serious, man. That shit was all exposed in Facebook. But I think I had Shook 2-1 that battle. He could have the Rex battle, but the T-Rex battle did more damage to his career than anything, man. Once T-Rex put out there that your daddy's a rat, it was bad for Charlie after that. That scheme, he stole that, son. You know what I mean? I remember the post on Facebook when I was like, "Yo, look at this shit, man." He changed a few words. He stole that, son. Telling you, that T-Rex battle hurt his career, man. T-Rex might have. I cannot give Charlie the third round. Charlie lied, man. All that, my mom was a gangster and all that shit was lies, man. His stepdaddy was a rat. His mama was ratting. And his motherfucking, his biological pops was ratting. So all that line up on that stage, I got to go with the real rat in that third round. Clips could have the first 2 rounds. I like the real rat. You know what I mean? Facts over fiction. I got to go with T-Rex. And Loaded Lux, y'all call that a 30 by Clips, but Loaded Lux is the one that exhumed T-Rex body and made it worse for Charlie. You know what I mean? It was just streets justice, man. You know what I mean? Some no name, man. Like in Facebook, niggas was getting exposed, man. Chilla Jones got exposed in Facebook. I remember like around that time, around that 2015, niggas was like, yo, you supposed to be the kingpin, but look at this. He stole some dude named 5950 whole fucking scheme, son. You know what I mean? Niggas was like, oh my God, man. I think QP Sons, before them two niggas battled, he found that footage and reposted it, man. When they battled in 2017. You know what I mean? A lot of these niggas be stealing from them dudes that have no name, yo. You know what I mean? I think he be Conceited. Yeah. But you know what's funny? Conceited knew every line, though, boy. So that made that shit look weak. Yo, Conceited was finishing every line, man. Word up. Big K whipped Conceited ass, man. Y'all remember that? Big K did him filthy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hollow exposed him. Yeah, Hollow fucked him up too. You know what I mean? That was like a great Hollow, man. And you know, you got some people that say Charlie Clips won that battle. I just be scratching my head, man. You know? Facts. A lot of these battle rappers do that shit, man. Yeah. I had Surf too. But yo, check this. This is the real shit about it. I'm gonna tell you all this again. You probably heard it before. You know why the game is why Twerk feel he could choke and get away with it, and these other rappers. When Charlie Clips was on top of his game, when y'all was crowning him the king of battle rap, the GOAT, this man was up there mumbling and stumbling and choking, and you will have bloggers like Angry Fan and Unbiased and Jay Black saying he still won the battle. You know what I mean? So the little guy, the niggas like twerking them watching that before they was battle rappers, they're like, oh, I just gotta come with 1 round and I can win the battle. Charlie Clips kind of heard battle rap. Him being lazy and unprepared, but niggas seeing bloggers saying, oh, I had Charlie Clips winning that. He said stretch marks and all this, you know? That shit fucked the game up, man. You know? I mean, I know for sure on URL, to me, Surf record is over 500. You know, when me and my brothers in Exile Media, we introduced the analytics to battle rap. We put out a Sue Surf card. First, we put out Rock, then we put out Sue Surf. I believe at the time, we had his record. It was years ago, it was like 6 years ago. 8 and 4 at the time. You know what I mean? But his record on URL is definitely over 500. You know what I mean? Probably a game or two over 500. You know what I mean? Had him beating Khan. He beat that kid Torch, URL, that West shit. He beat Khan. He beat X Factor. He beat Hollow. You know what I mean? He beat Hitman. He beat Tay Rock. He beat T-Top. He beat fucking Rum Nitty. He beat Geechee Gotti. You know what I mean? He lost the DNA, Charlie Clips, Big T, Young Ill, 40 Bars, Reed Dollars, Loaded Lux. Like 9 and 7 on URL, man. Nah, that shit T-Top was rapping was garbage, man. Born in the USA, all that shit, man. That Tar Heel shit blew off the building. That Earl Manigault shit blew off the building, man. That shit T-Top was rapping was trash to me, man. Asia Dean, all that, man, that shit was weak, man. Any beats K-Shine, man. Any beat K-Shine. You know what I mean? I had Serious Jones beating Charlie Clips. He beat it well for sure. DNA battle's debatable, but I ain't mad if you said he won that. You know what I mean? Because on rewatch, I said, damn, it looked like Jones won this. But live, his shit wasn't hitting to me. But I remember watching it again. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? I think Serious won this joke. Yeah. That shit T-Top be rapping. Shit don't be like, that nigga was ass to me versus. So he had some moments, but, you know what I mean? Now, Surf on other leagues, his total battle record, probably, you know what I mean, under 500. Yeah, that was fire. Under 500. But on URL, he's over 500, man. But them other battle leagues don't matter, man. You know what I mean? UW hold weight, though. He lost to Shotgun Suge, and he lost to Calico, but he did have the best round in the battle versus Shotgun Suge. In the loss to Charlie Clips, I think his first round was the best round of the battle. You know what I mean? Charlie Clips was ass that battle, too. Sue Surf beat himself versus Charlie Clips, man. He beat himself, man. If he was prepared, he wins that battle. I mean, that shit Charlie Clips was rapping was garbage. You know what I mean? Man. Big T-Top. You know what I mean? Mr. Carolina. Big Pimpin'. But he did beat Swamp, though. He beat Swamp. I'm not going to rob the man of a win. You know what I mean? He won that battle. That's a legit one. I'm going to roll with the Thugs, man. I'm rolling with the Thugs, man. You know what I mean? And you got clean paper. Now, this is the thing, right? I don't understand RBE, right? It's a possibility QP probably don't even come to the battle. You know how Clean rock, man. If Clean get up and feel like, fuck RBE, I ain't doing shit, he gonna stay wherever he at. Then if he do come to the battle, he might not be prepared because Clean is clean. So I don't understand why he would give his best player, Ill Will, someone like Clean. You know what I mean? You supposed to have sat Ill Will until Hitman is ready to dance. You know what I mean? Then you book Charlie Clips, another choke artist who might come up there just be like, fuck it, nigga. It is what it is. It might stink up the venue. You know what I mean? Then you book B Magic, another choke artist. This is a choke fest right here, man. Somebody's choking, man. You know what I mean? I just didn't understand why would you put all these. Then O-Red, he might lose his voice, man. Then he also has a choke problem. His teeth might fall out. You know what I mean? I don't understand why he put this card together like that, man. You supposed to protect Ill Will, though, man. He's your main attraction right now. You know what I mean? And when it's time for him to hit, man, that's when we're supposed to see Ill Will again. Yeah, man. But just to understand the booking of the card, man. It's like, oh, it is what it is, man. It might turn out to a night. It might turn out to be a nice night for battle rap, man. If these guys can have vintage performances, you know what I mean? But it's a long shot, though. O-Red is still raw, though. Flabby and sick, man. But he still got game, though. He still got that rapid fire, man. But yeah, salute y'all, man. I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for sticking around, man. Always us, never them.